Today I'm going to teach you guys how to make a super easy fried mozzarella cheese heart recipe, and you can make it either for Valentine's Day or an anniversary. It is so easy and so good. You will need a pound of mozzarella, and definitely you're going to have to cut it all in equal parts. Keep them all the same, but do not cut it too thin. Just cut it like about a 1/4 inch or something, just like that. If you make it too thin, it will not work out. Now just take a heart cookie cutter and start pressing down as hard as possible, and then just start peeling away the extra and moving your hearts off to the side. Now to a metal bowl, you will add a 1/4 cup of flour into that bowl, and then to another bowl add in 2 eggs, and then add a tablespoon of some milk, and then you're just going to whisk that up until completely combined. In the last third bowl, add in about 1.5 cups of Italian style breadcrumbs. For the first part, you're going to lightly flour your hearts, and make sure it's a light flour, not a thick flour. Now bring your floured heart over to your eggs and just dip that right on in there, and make sure you dip it really good. Now just take it and roll it in the Italian breadcrumb bowl, and make sure you bread it really good. And then make sure you start setting your hearts aside. Just put it on a baking sheet tray, and then continue to do the process to your other hearts. Now as soon as your hearts are breaded and they look great, start taking your hearts and place it into the freezer and set a timer for about 25 minutes. After 25 minutes, pull them right out of the freezer and let's prepare to fry. To a shallow pan, add in 2 cups of vegetable oil, and then turn your stovetop on a high heat. Now I'm using a thermometer to check the temperature. You don't have to do that. You can just kind of throw a breadcrumb in there, and if it sizzles, it's ready. But I'm going to heat it up to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and then I will start frying it. Now be aware this is really hot when you drop it, and have someone help you if you like. Drop your hearts in and start cooking it for 60 seconds or a minute on each side. When you go to flip it over to cook it for another 60 seconds on the other side, make sure you use a metal spoon or something, because you don't want to melt other things. After that time is up, go ahead and remove your heart and make sure the oil drips off, and go ahead and line a baking sheet tray down with a paper towel and place your hearts right on top. It will kind of catch the oil and get some oil off for you. Now just continue to cook the other hearts. Remember, 60 seconds per side, and then flip it. Another way you can tell to flip it is it will be golden brown. That's how you know when you can flip it too. Don't those look super amazing? Now, as soon as it's cooled down on your baking sheet tray, you can serve it and plate it up and decorate it. Take photos, show this off, because you just made beautiful mozzarella hearts. Now if you make this recipe, I'll definitely acknowledge you. Just make sure you tag Meet the Presleys on Instagram, and I will acknowledge that.